Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Yeshi Chonzong. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Monday, the 12th of April. India overtakes Brazil as world's second worst hit country by COVID-19. Afghan President Ghani ensures clear plan for peace, says process shouldn't be hasty. And traders and residents in Bangladesh make subdued Ramadan preparations amid pandemic. And now for all the details. India's new COVID-19 cases surpassed Brazil's tally on Monday, making it the second worst hit country in the world. According to the Health Ministry data, India as of Monday afternoon reported 168,912 new COVID-19 cases and 904 deaths in the last 24 hours.
India's new COVID-19 cases surpassed Brazil's tally on Monday, making it the second worst hit country in the world. According to the Health Ministry data, India as of Monday afternoon reported 168,912 new COVID-19 cases and 904 deaths in last 24 hours. India also racked up the world's highest tally of new daily coronavirus infections on Monday, accounting for 1 in 6 of all new infections globally, although the figure is still well below the US peak of nearly 300,000 new cases on January 8.
Taking over Brazil was expected. Now the question is, this virus is 70% more efficacious. So therefore we expected minimum 170,000 cases. And we also expected that in the first wave more testing was done. So we are anticipating it to reach minimum 2.5 lakhs per day. Now the question is how long the wave will last. We don't know. If it lasts like the last wave for 2.5 months, we have a problem.
At a review meeting on the COVID-19 situation in the national capital, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said several steps are being taken to increase the number of beds in both private and government hospitals in the city. Meanwhile, India approved the use of Russia's Sputnik V vaccine against COVID-19 based on strong immunogenicity data, local media reports said. Sputnik V would be the third COVID-19 vaccine approved in India after AstraZeneca's Covishield and local firm Bharat Biotech's Covaxin.
The political mercury is rising in poll-bound West Bengal state, and India's ruling BJP has parachuted its strongest campaigners, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Interior Minister Amit Shah. PM Modi, during his campaign for the ongoing assembly polls, continued his attacks on Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee and said that her rage continues to grow. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Interior Minister Amit Shah addressed several public programs in poll-bound West Bengal state on Monday. Addressing a rally in Bardhaman district ahead of the fifth phase of polls, Prime Minister Modi continued his attacks on Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee and said that her rage continues to grow. He added that the people of West Bengal have clean-bowled Mamta's Trinamool Congress and hit so many fours and sixes that his Bharatiya Janata Party has already scored a century of seats in the last 4 phases of the assembly polls.
दीदी की कड़वाहट, उनका क्रोध, उनका गुस्सा, उनकी बौखलाहट दिनों दिन बढ़ती ही जा रही है। बढ़ रही है ना? जानते हैं क्यों? मैं बताता हूं। क्योंकि बंगाल में हुए आधे चुनावों में अभी तो 4 राउंड हुए हैं, 4 होने बाकी हैं। आधे चुनाव में आपने टीएमसी को साफ कर दिया।
Besides PM Modi, Amit Shah held roadshows in Kalimpong district and Siliguri. Shah asserted that the National Register of Citizens or NRC will have no impact on the Gorkhas, Nepali language-speaking Indian citizens and accused the ruling TMC in West Bengal of spreading lies to create fear among the people of the hills. Polling for the first 4 phases has concluded in West Bengal, and 5th and 6th phases of the ongoing elections will take place on April 17 and April 22. Counting of votes will take place on 2nd of May.
In news from Pakistan, Pakistan on Monday recorded 4,584 new infections, taking the COVID-19 cases tally to 725,602. As the country fights a third wave, the death toll jumped to 15,501 after at least 58 fatalities were reported in the past 24 hours. Amid the surging cases, health authorities have announced that vaccination centers will remain open even during Ramadan after Council of Islamic Ideology and a number of scholars had given verdicts in the favor of the vaccination while fasting during the Islamic holy month. Despite the low efficacy rate, Pakistan has approved a number of Chinese vaccines for emergency use this month, including Sinovac and CoronaVac. An official of the Health Ministry said Pakistan would also get around 3 million doses of CanSino Bio, which is a single-dose Chinese vaccine, after mid-April. In news from Afghanistan, Afghan President Ashraf Ghani has said he has a clear plan for peace in the country and is opposed to haste in the process of negotiating with the Taliban. This came after U.S. Special Envoy Zalmay Khalilzad met Ghani and other top Afghan officials over the weekend ahead of the upcoming Turkey conference on peace in Afghanistan.
Afghan President Ashraf Ghani on Sunday said he has a clear plan for peace compared to external plans, but reiterated that there shouldn't be haste in the process. Addressing an event in Kabul, Ghani said peace is a forum between the Afghan government, Taliban and international community, and results should be achieved through continued and effective discussions. This came after a US delegation led by Special Envoy Zalmay Khalilzad over the weekend held talks with top Afghan leadership and shared details of the agenda of the upcoming Turkey conference on Afghanistan. The UN-led conference is expected to be held at the end of this week, reports suggest. Meanwhile, Abdullah Abdullah, the head of the High Council for National Reconciliation, said he has received the final draft of the Republic's peace proposal, which will be presented in the Turkey conference. The proposal stresses the need for preserving and strengthening the current Republic system, the rights of the citizens, election and permanent end to the war, the Reconciliation Council said.
Moving on, scores of university students held a protest in the illegally occupied region of Pakistan-administered Kashmir recently to demand fees relaxation as the pandemic has severely hit household budgets. They blamed it was unfair that they were being charged for campus facilities despite not using them as their classes are being conducted online.
Scores of university students held a protest in Pakistan-administered Kashmir to demand fees relaxation amid COVID-19 pandemic, which has hit the economy in the illegally occupied region. The protesters said their tuition fee is already high and they are not using any facility in the AJK University in Muzaffarabad as classes are being held online. Despite that, they are being charged fees for library, hostel and transport. They blamed it is an injustice and seems unfair to pay for those facilities.
इस बेस पे हालांकि हम यूनिवर्सिटी की कोई चीज़ इस्तेमाल नहीं कर रहे, ना शीट्स इस्तेमाल हो रही है, ना यूनिवर्सिटी की बिल्डिंग इस्तेमाल हो रही है, ना ही हम पे कोई अखराजात यूनिवर्सिटी के आ रहे हैं। इसके बावजूद हमसे पूरी फीसेस ली जा रही है, जो एक बहुत बड़ा जुल्म है यहाँ के तलबा के साथ, यहाँ के स्टूडेंट्स के साथ। जहाँ HEC ने पूरे पाकिस्तान में पूरी जामियात को रिलीफ दी, यहाँ हमें कोई रिलीफ नहीं मिली।
The students said they will continue their protest until the authorities consider reducing the fees amid the pandemic situation, while expressing that Islamabad, which controls the illegally occupied region, has always exploited people in their region.
In its bid to curb further COVID-19 transmissions in Bangladesh amid rising cases, Authorities announced another one-week strict nationwide lockdown to begin on Wednesday. Amid the pandemic, Bangladeshi traders and residents are making subdued preparations for the upcoming Muslim holy fasting month of Ramadan.
Bangladeshi traders and residents on Sunday made preparations for the upcoming Muslim holy fasting month of Ramadan, subdued by another year marked by the coronavirus. Small business owners shopped stringently for boxes of dates, apples and other produce at wholesale markets to sell in their own shops. Residents queued at food trucks selling produce at government-subsidized prices to help with rising price hikes. In its bid to curb further COVID-19 transmissions, authorities announced another one-week strict nationwide lockdown to begin on April 14.
এই লকডাউনের কারণে বাজার একটু খারাপ, নালে এই সময় রমজানে বাজার ভালো থাকে। 100 টাকা 50 টাকা করে পেটিতে কম বিকতেছে। সেলও কম হয়।
During Ramadan, Muslims around the world fast from sunrise to sunset and devote a majority of their time to Quranic activities.
In news from Nepal, scores of devotees gathered in Bhaktapur city of Nepal over the past weekend to celebrate the arrival of the new year with a chariot festival amid the pandemic. Devotees flocked to the Tomadi Square to take part in the Biska Jatra fair, where idol of Lord Bhairav was carried to the chariot and they indulged in a tug of war.
Hundreds of devotees gathered in Bhaktapur city of Nepal over the past weekend to celebrate the arrival of New Year with chariot festival despite the coronavirus pandemic. Devotees flocked to the Tomadi Square to take part in the Biska Jatra fair, where idol of Lord Bhairav was carried to the chariot and devotees were indulged in a tug of war. Despite 280,028 cases and 3,040 deaths due to the coronavirus, people were seen flouting social distancing norms at the festival.
दिनमा आज त्यहाँ भैरव धामको त्यहाँ टेबल छ, त्यहाँबाट बाहिर ल्याएर त्यहाँ त्यो खटमा राखेर अब त्यहाँ यसो गर्छ, तल एकेर लान्छ, माथि लान्छ हैन, फेरि उता उता रहेपछि त्यहाँ राख्छ, तल त्यहाँ राख्छ।
The Biska Jatra festival is celebrated for 9 days and 8 nights. It is the only festival that does not follow the lunar-based Nepali calendar.
Hundreds of devotees from across India thronged the banks of the holy Ganges River in northern Haridwar town on Monday to take part in royal bath during the months-long Kumbh Mela or Picture festival. Devotees, including Hindu holy men, saints and members of the transgender community, flouted social distancing and mask rules as they bathed in the river, risking a surge in coronavirus infections.
Nearly 1 million devotees from across India thronged the banks of the holy Ganges River in northern Haridwar city on Monday to take part in royal bath during the months-long Kumbh Mela or Picture festival, risking a surge in coronavirus infections. Devotees including Naga sadhus or Hindu holy men, Hindu saints and members of the transgender community flouted social distancing and mask rules as they bathed in the river. Few wore masks as they jostled for a dip in the waters on a day considered auspicious in the Hindu calendar. Authorities have made virus tests mandatory for those entering the area.
आप देखेंगे मास्क एक तरह से अनिवार्य रूप से लोगों को पहनने के लिए प्रेरित कर रहे हैं और कल तक काफ़ी चालान भी हुए थे, लेकिन आज भीड़ की वजह से हम चालान नहीं कर पा रहे, प्रैक्टिकली पॉसिबल नहीं है। एसओपी के पालन करने के लिए लगातार अपील की जा रही है, लेकिन घाट एरिया में आप देख सकते हैं सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है। खासकर सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग की कोशिश करें तो गंभीर हादसा या स्टैम्पिड वाली स्थिति आ सकती है, तो उससे हम लोग बचने के लिए सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग को घाट में चाहते हुए भी हम लोग implement नहीं कर पा रहे हैं।
Many of ascetics who worship the Hindu god Shiva belong to monastic orders called Akhada and live in remote caves, stepping out for the Kumbh Mela, generally held once every 3 years in 4 cities.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on facebook.com/AsAsia Newsline and follow us on Twitter @AsAsia Newsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.